to Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at new archaeological, theological, and astronomical discoveries of Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations, as they uncovered the architectural origin of the octagonal building structure in Jerusalem called the Dome of the Rock. As it turns out that we see images of this octagonal building structure that has a golden dome, outer wall, stone rectangular window frame area as step pyramid E images, in which actually confirms the step pyramid base in that surrounds a stone cross-shaped building structure in Lalibela. This Ethiopian stone cross-shaped building structure connected to the dual stone axis, in which appears along the wall area of the octagonal building structure in Jerusalem. The dual stone axes appear one below the other. If we write them on a blank sheet of paper, the thickness of your little finger, one X below the other. The moment we draw a straight line down from the corners of the upper X so that they intersect with the corners of the lower X, the resulting image is the Ethiopian stone cross-shaped building structure 11 that's currently located in modern Lalibela. However, the book of Genesis speaks of the first African Adam of Genesis 1:26. This would be an elongated headed African such as we see in ancient Egypt, like King Tut, Pharaoh Akhenaten. So the first elongated headed African Adam is connected to the fourth. In other words, the Dome of the Rock turns out to be an architectural building structure connected to the stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure located in modern Lalibela. And we do not see the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible, false European Lord God man-based world religion characters, such as the European false Lord God images. Now, when we go back to the God is not a man, we see that the Ethiopian stone cross-shaped building structure is connected to the 4 feet tall, big black oval-shaped eyes, Old Testament, glowing circular wood in the wood like UFO aliens. So this in itself, when you look at this alien, which I'm putting on my video, you'll see that it has smooth skin between its legs where a woman's vagina would be. And this is a dark brown skinned alien in which we see upon the African continent as an alien too. So this would be the southern end of Africa as viewed from space. So this elongated headed alien was in Ezekiel's Old Testament glowing wood in the wood like your foes. This turns out to be what the Isaiah 1919 Giza pyramids and 1, 2, 3 Antarctic circle pyramids was pointing humanity towards. Now, as we see that the African continent up on the globe Earth step pyramid Mercator projection, this is the image when you place the Earth at your feet and look down upon it like a basketball. Well, we will place the square around the Earth and then draw corners from the square that they intersect into the center. Now we have enclosed the Earth within the Giza pyramid. Now, if we turn the sideways square upon the square base of the pyramid, we'll see a double Masonic square, whose intersecting lines can be seen generating the dome of the octagonal building structure. So the dual stone axis, in which we see upon the octagonal building wall surface area, once you draw a line down from the upper corners of the X so that they intersect the bottom corners of the X, the resulting image of stone Ethiopian cross-shaped structure 11 that's currently located in Lalibela. Now this in my video I show a 2, and when you see this 2, you say, wait a minute, it's 3 triangles sideways, and it's 2 sets, so 1, 2, 3 triangles sideways and 1, 2, 3 triangles sideways. The tips of the triangles are pointing one another. Now these, if you draw the lines, we see that the 6-point star appears in the dual stone axis. This is the Ethiopian stone cross-shaped building structure, generating the origin of the 6-point star cell of King Solomon. So it is the origin of ancient Judaism when we reconnect the Giza Sphinx lion face image of Genesis 49 chapter and 8 verse to Ezra 1:3, Judea and Jerusalem. So the same aliens that created the first elongated headed African Adam is referred to in the book of Genesis. When it says thou art going up, Genesis 49 chapter and 8 verse, he cast down as a lion and as an old lion. This is speaking of the African think space in which we now see in front of the Isaiah 19:19 Giza pyramids as the original couching Ethiopian lion things of the tribe of Judah. When Afro-Americans cannot connect to their African continent roots, this is where I speak of, if we draw 12 east to west lines across the African continent from north to south and then view them with satellite imagery, we will see African tribes living in each of the geographic land surface lines, and which brings us into the terminology in which I call the original 12 African continent tribes, in which the Giza thinks line of Genesis 49 chapter and 8 verse ruled over. Now, as they was illegally renamed into the Book of Psalms in the 16th century by King James appointed 72 Greek and Hebrew scholars into the 12 sons of Jacob, as the 12 sons of Jacob is wrongfully credited with leaving the Babylonian stealth pyramid civilization of Ham located in Iraq and entering into ancient Egypt and started ancient Judaism. We now see that the African continent appears in the dome of the rock outer wall in which supports the Golden Dome, stealth pyramid E lower section. This is the globe earth stealth pyramid Mercator projection. And so as we rediscover that the Ethiopian stone crochet building structure that's generated by the dual stone X's on the lower area of the octagonal building structure outer wall, next to the entrance that has a canopy over it. So this is where we rediscover that the stone Ethiopian crochet building structure, stealth pyramid E base, this is the 11th building structure, is the architectural origin of Ezra 1:3, let us go up into Jerusalem, which is located in the land of Judah, and do not say located in the false European state of Israel.